What is up, guys? It is PDS. Today I will be talking about some of the most rare items you will ever see in Duel Links. So this includes, cards, playmats, so let's get started. Alright boys, so first up we have Jinzo, Overtax, and Dark Magic Curtain. So at first you might be thinking, I have these cards, how are they rare? So Jinzo, the second copy, can only be obtained through a Duel Carnival event, which is not being ran anymore. So you can only have two if you played during that time. And then Overtax was obtained through a tour guide mission bingo. Unfortunately, as you see here, I only have one because I didn't get the second one. So I'm going to be stuck with just one on this account, and it has never came back. So that is the next one. And then the third one is going to be Dark Magic Curtain. So this one was actually in a dual quest. I know a lot of people with two. I think I don't know. I never met anybody else with three. Maybe one of you guys in the comments have it. But yeah, these cards are really rare to find in multiples, especially the Jinzo. I see a lot of people, they don't have the Jinzo. But obviously, this is why it's really important to be playing in events, guys, because these cards have never came back. So if you're a new player, you're only going to be able to have one of each of these. So that's something to, you really got to make sure you're playing all these events, guys. So let's go on to our next rare item. So for the next one, it is still cards, but I just wanted to put these in a league of their own because these were only obtainable in multiples through tickets. And they didn't really disclose, they would never put these in tickets again. So these are multiple of the OG arts of Blue Eyes and Dark Magician. So these are pretty rare too. I have not seen many people with 3 copies of each unless you're a super old school player. And of course, they actually gave you a ticket to get prismatic of one of these guys. So I don't know what I did with the ticket. I must have used it on like enemy controller or something. But, I only have 3 of the arts. I don't have any prismatic, but I do have them. And these were like something like they gave you like 5 tickets and you could do whatever you want with those 5. And you just ended up having enough to get, 2 additional copies of each one, because these were, I believe, available at the start of the game. And then you were able to get 2 more of each with the tickets. And then the last ticket was like a prismatic one. You could choose to get one of them prismatic or like any other card you wanted. So obviously, within the free-to-play limit, not any like dream ticket kind of deal. But yeah, so these are in a league of their own. They were only obtainable in multiples through tickets a long time ago. So unfortunately, if you're a new player, you're just starting off, this is what it's gonna look like for you. You're not gonna have any copies at all. So that's unfortunate, but hey, for all those old school players that are out there, we can flex on these new guys. Let's go on to the next one. Alright, so for this next one, this one's a little complicated because I didn't know how to separate these at all. So these are going to include any of the sleeves that you are unable to obtain anymore. Those are all the event sleeves from previous events that, guys, this is why it's really important. Like I said, you got to make sure you're doing your events because some of these sleeves have never came back, like this Karateman sleeve. I know a lot of people like this one because it doesn't have any like Duel Links logo or anything. These Halloween sleeves, you could be rocking these right now, but you don't have them. And then of course we have, like the, when Vrains was beginning to be broadcasted, they released these sleeves. So we got Yusaku here, and then some of these rare ones, I don't even have. Umi Summer 2017 I do have, but I do not have the Dark Magician of Chaos one, which is also in 2017. These were only released for like a couple weeks, and then they were gone forever, never to be seen again. So, you got to make sure you're on top of all of these items, these event cards, sleeves, mats. Same things with the mat. There's a lot of, like this Karateman mat is really nice. I really like it a lot. Unfortunately, there's just no way for new players to get these. And you got a lot of clean ones too. Like, look, some of these event mats, they just don't have a logo on them. So they're really nice. Of course, I don't have all of them. I've missed some. I definitely, I've taken breaks from this game. So I don't have every single item. But I do have a lot of stuff. So I do like my collection of things. And then, of course, there's the icons too. So there's definitely icons you can miss that you'll never get again. Like this Gladiator Beast one is kind of cool. All of the event ones. So make sure, guys, you definitely want to be doing events because, at the time, like this Declan one is really nice. Obviously everybody has it right now, but in a year or so there's going to be players that wish they had these and they just don't have them. So like, for instance, I'll show you one that everybody had and then now basically all the newer players don't have. So like this Karateman one, you're not going to see a lot of people with this Picari one, you're not going to see a lot of people with it. And there's that really iconic tour guide one. I don't think I have it either. I just don't have that one. So yeah, so you guys want to make sure you're doing this. Oh, I'm a big fan of this Vampire Hunter one. I really like that one. Shoutouts to Castlevania, you already know. Oh yeah, and of course, I totally forgot about these. These shouldn't be rare, like you would expect everybody to have these, but these were only available if you pre-registered for the game. So that was what, like 4 or 5 years ago. Like, so if obviously you're not going to have these if you're a new player. So these were also pretty rare. But yeah, you know, I didn't want to go into the specifics of each one. Most of these are just through, you know, completing the events. So like I said, guys, you know, make sure you're doing those events, because these mats, sometimes they never come back. So if you want to flex on people, you definitely want to be having these. So next up, we have something so rare that not even I have it. So this was during the Rare Hunter events, you know, back when Merrick was first being released. So there was actually a way to get normal cards as prismatic. So as weird as this sounds, they just dropped them for whatever reason. It must have been some sort of bug. But yeah, so you were actually able to obtain, you know, cards like Archfiend, Marmot of Nefariousness, Dig Beak, Firegrass, Blue Medicine, you know, Snake Yashi, Petite Dragon, all those like really shitty normal cards you always get to drop when you're just auto dueling. They actually dropped as prismatics if you farmed the rare hunters. So a lot of people were trying to get these cards. I don't know anybody actually that has any of them, that ever was able to get any of them to drop. But guys, if you're in the comments, you know, if you got one of these, do you still have it in your account, or did they get rid of them? You know, I never really knew what happened to these, but these were definitely super hard to get, because it was only available like the first time the event came out, and then they just didn't drop them anymore. So these are just, you know, normal cards, guys. If you didn't know, you cannot get normal cards as prismatics. You can only get super rare and above as prismatic. So that's why these are really special. Now let's move on to the most rare items in the game. Alright guys, so the rarest items in the game, definitely hands down, are going to the KC Cup icons, you know, top 10 in the world, top 10 global, RRQ icons, you know, top 3 in your region, top 10 in your region, those gold icons, the play mats, you know, the world's mats, all of that, and also KCGT Blue Eyes White Dragon and the KCGT Dark Magician, both of these featuring the artwork from Legend of Blue Eyes. Shoutouts to the first set and Yugioh. So these were only obtainable if you participated in the KCGT, you know, in 2020 and 2021. That is the final stage, of course. You have to be playing in the final stage. So for the Blue Eyes, only 16 players have these in the entire world, and only the top 3 have prismatic versions of them. So, you know, the prismatic ones are going to be even more rare than the normal one. The rest of them just got, you know, the normal version. And then for the Dark Magician, 25 people have them, and top 3 got the prismatic version as well of the Dark Magician. So these are definitely, you know, hands down some of the most rare cards you'll ever see in this game. If you even have the pleasure of ever seeing them. I only know, I think, one person that has these that I personally know. So guys, that is it for the rare items. What do you think? Do you have any of these? Did I miss any? Let me know in the comment section below. But this has been PDS. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.